welcome to the deep dive. Our whole mission here, well, it's pretty simple. You give us the sources and we dig in to unearth the hidden insights.
Yeah, get you up to speed quickly.
Exactly. So today we're looking at a transcript. It's from a 2-hour YouTube video called 2 Hours of English Conversation Dialogues Listening Practice.
Right, from the channel Practice Makes Fluent Lifelong Learning.
That's the one. Now this source, it's basically a collection of short, everyday English conversations. You know, people chatting.
And it might sound, well, pretty basic, maybe just language drills. But what's really fascinating, I think, is how these simple exchanges, they give you this window into the fundamental ways we connect.
Right. How we solve problems, how we just navigate the world.
Yeah, it's like seeing the mechanics of daily life just laid bare. Pretty interesting stuff when you look close.
Lovely. Forget dry grammar. We're diving into these little snippets to see what they actually tell us about human interaction itself. I mean, think about it. How do we even start talking to someone? What are the things we worry about? The common concerns.
Yeah.
And what are those, like, unspoken rules guiding how we talk?
Yeah, the subtle stuff.
Okay, so let's start with something we all do constantly.
Yeah.
Making plans.
Yeah, and what strikes me right away is that sort of delicate dance, between wanting to connect with people and also respecting their time, their commitments.
Oh, absolutely.
We see this in a simple invitation, something like, would you like to go see a movie later?
Mm-hmm.
But then comes the very common reality check, like, I'd love to, but I have to finish my work tonight.
That push and pull is so familiar, isn't it? Wanting to hang out, but life gets in the way.
Exactly.
But notice what happens next. It doesn't just end there. There's often an alternative offered, like, how about on Sunday?
Right. And the response, Sunday is good, my schedule is free. It's like this tiny negotiation happening.
Yeah, a small act of, like, coordinating our lives with someone else's. And that, it really highlights our inherent social nature. We want to sync up, share experiences.
And it's all wrapped up in politeness, usually. Even when someone's not sure, like, would you tell us about your whole plan? And the answer is, I'm not sure yet.
Right. There's still considerations.
Yeah. And the offer, okay, let me know so I can help you. And then the gratitude, thanks for offering. That's like the social lubrication,
Yeah.
Helps it all go smoothly.
Social lubrication. I like that. These little gestures, they seem small, but they're crucial for keeping things positive.
Yeah, absolutely. They really are the building blocks.
Okay, so building blocks of harmony. Now, another thing that happens all the time. Problems. Needing help.
Oh, yeah. The dialogue about the lost bag on the train, that jumped out at me.
Mm.
It immediately shows how much we rely on, well, systems, but also just the kindness of strangers sometimes.
True.
The direct offer, how can I help you? It cuts right through, doesn't it? Sets up a helpful dynamic straight away.
Yeah, no messing around.
And then the person explains clearly what's wrong, which lets the other person follow a procedure, take contact info, promise to call. It points to the structures we actually have in place for these everyday little disasters.
And it's not just procedure, though, is it? There's that emotional side, too.
Totally.
Like the simple statement, thank you very much, I'm very upset. It's just said plainly.
And the response is just, sorry. It's brief, but it's a real exchange of empathy there, acknowledging the distress.
Yeah, it shows that even in these quick functional interactions, we still kind of register each other's feelings.
Exactly. Those micro moments of empathy, they're so vital for, social bonding. Think about the other one about being late.
Oh, the traffic one.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. I got stuck in traffic. There's a delay because of construction.
Mm-hmm.
And the immediate response is, yes, I just heard that on the news.
Yeah.
That instantly validates the excuse, right? It creates this shared reality.
Yeah, it diffuses any potential annoyance. Like, okay, it's not just you.
Right. And then the hope expressed, I hope it's just for today. That's such a universal feeling, isn't it? We just want things to be predictable, get back to normal.
It really makes you think about how much comfort we find in shared information, knowing others are dealing with the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Something maybe a bit more fun. Food and drink. Our preferences.
Ah, yes. These dialogues, they offer these fascinating little glimpses into our tastes and how we navigate food choices socially.
Mm-hmm.
Someone wants to try some typical Thai food and they just directly ask for recommendations. Do you know any good restaurants around here?
Such a simple request, but it opens the door, right?
Mm.
Shared knowledge, maybe a shared meal later.
Precisely. And the suggestion is so specific and practical. Yes, my favorite is downtown. We're exactly in the mall's food court.
Ha! So direct. It shows how much we rely on that sort of local knowledge, doesn't it?
Definitely. Then you have the classic, tea versus coffee debate.
Always a classic.
But with the added detail, French vanilla creamer. It's tiny, but it highlights how even common preferences have these individual nuances. We like things just so.
Yeah, those little customizations. We
Yeah.
want our experiences personalized, even with coffee creamer.
And the food likes and dislikes are really revealing too. I love cookies, but I am allergic to nuts. That's a big one for a lot of people. Shapes daily choices.
And the immediate response, no worries, these are sugar cookies, no nuts, shows that social awareness, that accommodation.
Yeah, thinking of others. We also see things like spice tolerance. I'm bad with spicy foods.
Yeah.
Or really specific topping preferences like avocados and smoked salmon on pizza.
Okay, that's specific.
Right. It just reminds you of the huge diversity in what people like.
Yeah.
Food is so personal.
Mhm.
And woven through all this are the casual mentions of meal times, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. It's like the underlying rhythm of our day, dictated partly by hunger.
It really is like a mosaic, isn't it? Daily routines, individual quirks, all coming out in these simple chats about food. Okay, what about new social situations? Meeting people.
Yeah, the transcript shows a very efficient way we seem to process new people. Like, do you know that girl over there?
Mhm.
And it's followed by this quick character assessment. Oh, that's Jessica. She's very easygoing. It's like rapid categorization, figuring out where someone fits.
And then the follow-up, I'm glad we hired her.
Yeah,
That suggests how important those initial social reads are, especially at work.
definitely. And the extra endorsements, she's fun. Yes, she is. And very friendly, too. They just sort of cement that positive perception within the group.
It shows how quickly we form opinions and, share them around, spreading the word.
Mm-hmm. And while there wasn't a full dialogue, just the mention of introducing friends at a party, that's such a fundamental social ritual, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Bridging social circles.
Exactly. Building
Yeah.
and maintaining your social capital, essentially.
These little glimpses really underscore how we're constantly assessing and sort of integrating new people. Okay, next up, a big one. Health and well-being affects everyone.
Right. And the dialogue starting with, I'm not feeling very well today, that's such a common vulnerability to share.
Yeah, we've all been there.
And the immediate response, I'm sorry to hear that what's bothering you, it sets that tone of care right away. It shows our sort of innate capacity for empathy.
Yeah, wanting to offer support.
Then the description of symptoms, I have a headache, I might have a fever, it's direct, allows for a practical suggestion. You should take your temperature and go relax.
Straightforward advice. Taking care of yourself.
Mm-hmm. And we also hear about all sorts of exercise preferences. Jogging, rock wall climbing, tennis, spin class. It reflects the diverse ways people stay active.
Or try to.
Yeah. And the reasons behind it are varied too. From stress release, they even mention bungee jumping, to wanting mastery in yoga, practice makes perfect.
Wow.
And just the general sense of it being good for both your body and spirit. Staying in shape, it reveals all these different personal drivers.
And when someone is sick, those tangible offers of help, can you buy milk and eggs? Or I can make chicken soup if you'd like. Those are such concrete expressions of care, aren't they?
Absolutely. Acts of service. It shows the practical ways we look out for each other when someone's down.
Yeah, these health conversations, they really highlight empathy, practical help, and all the different ways we try to stay well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch to something maybe a bit more enjoyable for many, travel and sightseeing.
Ah, yes. Asking where someone's from is such a natural conversation starter, right? What city are you from in the U.S.?
Mm-hmm. Connects people.
And the response, I'm from New York, leads to that common curiosity. I've never been there before. What is it like?
Yeah, you want the inside scoop.
And you get this concise but evocative description. It's a busy and amazing city. It shows how we form these quick impressions of places from just a few words.
Totally. And the practical side comes out too, like asking, how long will you be staying? 2 weeks? Or do you have any plans to go sightseeing? Yes, every day. The logistics of travel.
Exactly. Planning is key.
And recalling past trips, like the one to Spain, it was very peaceful and beautiful. That can really spark something in the listener. Like the response, you have made me want to go to Spain so badly.
Yeah. Storytelling is powerful, shared experiences influencing our own desires.
Mm.
And the trip to Vancouver gives even more detail. Staying with a friend, trying local food, Japanese home dishes, natto, visiting attractions like hot springs.
Right, and that little cultural detail about the hot spring.
Yeah, you have to go into Japanese hot springs naked.
Mm-hmm.
That's a specific cultural nuance might be surprising or new information for someone, enriches our understanding.
For sure. These travel chats, they show our curiosity, the planning involved, and how sharing experiences connects us and broadens our horizons. Okay, back down to earth a bit.
Mm,
Everyday errands and tasks. The routine stuff.
right. And these conversations give us this peek into the daily grind, the responsibilities that structure our lives.
The must-dos.
Yeah. Shopping talk like want to buy a new one too. Errands like the post office, getting a haircut, dentist visits, and of course, grocery shopping, coffee, milk, eggs, apples, strawberries, all those essential little tasks.
Keeps life ticking over.
Mm-hmm. And mentioning public transport train delays, buses to the airport reminds us how much we rely on this shared infrastructure and the frustrations when it gets disrupted.
Oh yeah, shared urban experiences.
And the lost item scenario again, but this time a cell phone with a bright pink sparkly cover. It really illustrates the need for clear, specific descriptions when you need help with these everyday problems. Details matter.
Definitely need those details to find a sparkly pink phone. So yeah, these mundane chats, they just underscore the practicalities and the communication needed to navigate daily life. What about technology's role in all this?
Well, it pops up, doesn't it? The suggestion to try this new app and then the discussion about cost not really only $9.99 a month. Ah, the subscription model.
Exactly. It reflects how we're constantly evaluating new tech and the money side of it, technology vying for our attention and our wallets.
True. And then just the basic exchange of contact info, telephone or email, or by the WhatsApp app. That's so fundamental now, right? Shows all the different tools we use to stay connected.
Yeah, these brief mentions just show how seamlessly tech is woven into our daily chats now. It shapes how we talk, how we share info.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk about opinions and preferences. What we like, what we don't, reveals a lot. It does. We see preferences for movies versus TV shows. Titanic gets mentioned as a favorite. Sharing those cultural tastes is a common way to find common ground.
Yeah, connect over shared favorites.
And music tastes, too. From country music, naming specific artists like Kenny Chesney and Trisha Yearwood, to just liking rock music. It shows that whole spectrum of appreciation and how music is often part of our identity.
Definitely. And even something as simple as dogs or cats.
Ah, yes. It seems trivial, but it can offer little hints about personality, what we value in companionship.
True. These preferences, they help define us, but they also help us connect with others who like the same things.
Exactly. And underpinning so many of these interactions, as you said earlier, is politeness, social etiquette.
It's everywhere when you look for it. So many apologies. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so rude.
Mm-hmm. And the graceful acceptance, it's okay, I understand. Even that little reciprocal apology, I apologize too, met with, there's no need for that. It's all part of smoothing things over, saving face.
Yeah, repairing minor social bumps.
Yeah.
And gratitude, too. Thank you for picking me up at the airport. Thanks for inviting me to your party.
Those acknowledgments are so important. They reinforce the positive bonds, encourage more kindness.
Definitely. And just the common goodbyes. Take care of yourself. Have a good day. Hope you have a safe trip. They provide that polite closure, show a basic level of care.
Yeah, these examples really highlight the unwritten rules that just help our interactions flow better. We also see problem solving on a smaller scale.
Like the broken plate.
Exactly. And the immediate offer to replace it shows that sense of responsibility, wanting to fix a mistake, fulfilling social expectations.
Right. And talking about household stuff, breaking down the washing machine doesn't work and planning to fix it, just the practical challenges of running a home.
Mm-hmm. And simple requests like, would you give me a hand? Carrying bags shows how we rely on each other for these little bits of support.
Yeah, those small acts, they add up to a sense of community and mutual help. Okay, shifting to work and careers, we get some snippets there too.
We do. We hear job titles like freelance web designer or social media marketing strategist. Gives a little glimpse into the modern economy.
Mm-hmm.
And work scenarios like meetings, presentations, and that collaborative offer, let's do it together. It highlights how interconnected work often is now. Teamwork.
Yeah, shared responsibility.
And that feeling someone expressed, wanting more interesting work. It's okay, but I wish it were more interesting. That's such a common human desire, isn't it? Purpose, engagement in what we do.
Definitely resonates. So these brief chats touch on identity, collaboration, finding satisfaction in work, and of course, a huge topic, family and relationships.
Naturally, it comes up a lot. Mentions of family visits, talking about cousins, visiting sisters. It just underscores how important those family ties are, the effort we put in.
Hmm.
And scenarios involving parents, a dad collapsing, a mom's birthday, living arrangements, these highlight the really central role family plays, emotionally and practically. Big life events often revolve around family.
Yeah, lots of responsibility and deep feelings there.
And even just simple expressions of appreciation for family and friends, they reinforce how much we value those close connections.
So these family chats reveal those deep ties, the support systems that are just fundamental.
Right.
What about expressing personal feelings, just how we're doing?
Yeah, we hear quite a range. Being tired, nervous, feeling hungry, even disgruntled or irritable. It shows that whole spectrum we navigate daily.
The ups and downs.
Right. And the offers of comfort, understanding, especially when acknowledging something big like the pandemic's impact, it shows our capacity for empathy, for supporting each other through negative feelings.
It underscores that vulnerability in interaction and how important emotional connection is. We also get some interesting observations about just daily routines, habits.
Yeah, there's that detailed description of someone's day, waking up, work schedule, evening activities, gives insight into how structured many lives are, the habits that shape our time.
The daily rhythm.
And the contrasting breakfast habits, big meal versus just coffee, plus the mention of different body rhythms. It just illustrates how individual our habits and needs really are, even within routines.
Yeah, personal variations within the patterns. And sometimes those patterns get disrupted by unexpected events.
Oh, yeah. That conversation about missing a train because of lack of sleep, that was really revealing.
Triggered by the family stress.
Exactly. The dad collapsing and needing surgery. It shows how a crisis can just completely throw off your routine. Your priorities shift instantly.
And the concern and support shown in that chat, it really underscores how crucial our social networks are when things get tough, unexpected.
Absolutely. That disruption really emphasizes how even stable lives can be knocked off balance.
Okay, and lastly, mentions of leisure and hobbies, the fun stuff.
Right. Playing games like Scrabble or video games, reading, music, yoga class, conferences, even dancing.
Shows all the different ways people relax, enjoy themselves, maybe learn something new outside of the daily grind.
Exactly. Finding fulfillment. We also get a peek at shopping experiences.
Finding bargains at flea markets.
Buying clothes like a coat or shoes, dealing with things being out of stock, just those common retail interactions.
Yeah, dealing with shop staff, using credit cards,
Yeah.
everyday economic reality.
And finally, just that simple act of giving and receiving.
The souvenir.
Yeah, the engraved chopstick. Exchanging a small gift, expressing thanks. It's a small thing, but it's a gesture of connection, strengthens those social bonds.
Okay, wow. As we bring this deep dive to a close, it really is remarkable what we've managed to pull out from these seemingly basic conversation practice dialogues.
Absolutely. What's truly insightful, I think, is how these just ordinary exchanges, they paint such a vivid, detailed picture of our daily lives.
Yeah.
From the really mundane tasks right through to the emotional complexities of how we interact. We've seen these fundamental aspects of communication, building relationships, solving problems.
Expressing needs, preferences,
Exactly.
all of it.
It really makes you appreciate the richness that's just embedded in everyday talk, doesn't it? Who knew a language learning tool could offer such a profound look at the human condition?
It really underscores the idea that even the simplest interactions are just packed with information. Information about our social norms, our individual desires, how we navigate the world together.
So, for our final thought today, maybe consider this. What are the subtle dynamics, the unspoken understandings that shape your own daily conversations? Yeah, what might someone learn about your life, your values, your relationships just by, listening in?
We'd encourage you to maybe become a more mindful observer of your own exchanges. Notice that rich tapestry of human connection they reveal.
You might actually be surprised by the depth you discover, just hidden in the ordinary.